Hi everyone, welcome to the Little Wood Shop again. So this week we're going to continue with the little wedding box and then do a few odds and ends, change the rhythm a little bit and just enjoy the week. So get your cup of coffee and enjoy. Hi guys, so I got back the parts of the little wedding box from our friend Henny. He finished the CNC work and it came out absolutely amazing. I don't know if you can see that. It came out amazing. The timeline on the back, the initials on the front, and then of course the top of the case is done. So I'm gonna start sanding now, just all the pencil marks out, and then we must fill this with resin. So first I'm gonna start sanding and let's see how far we get with that. So guys, what I've done here is I first gave all the boards where I'm gonna do the resin, I gave a coat of polyurethane, waited for it to dry, flattened it with a 500 grit sandpaper and used the compressor to blow all the dust out, gave it another coat of polyurethane and then just masked it off. So that the idea behind this is so that the resin doesn't fill the pores of the wood but only the writing. I hope my plan is going to work. So it's very nice and smooth and flat now, so I don't think the resin will actually adhere or enter the pores of the wood and stain it. So I'm going to mix the resin and try this. Hi guys, another day. Yesterday Coenraad was here by me and we didn't really feel like continuing with the current jobs. We felt like something different and we decided to glue up some boards, just some cutting boards. This specific board I've got here, I've poured resin into the voids years ago and it was standing in the wood pile now for very long, and we decided we want to clean it up and see what it comes out like, because it's an amazing piece of wood, some nice grains, some nice colors, and I think it came out nice. So apparently this is going to be a charcuterie board. Now I don't know the name charcuterie, I'm not sure, I can be wrong. But as far as I know, if you Google charcuterie, they tell you it's a selection of cured meats. And over time it changed and it became a selection of cured meats with accompaniments like cheeses. So some people call it a cheese board. And I think it just stuck to the name because it's something fancy and it sounds French, I don't know. But anyway, we are gonna make a charcuterie board out of this one because it's so beautiful. And then we glued up some keyart and poplar on that side. We glued up white oak and Rhodesian teak here, and this one is also white oak and Rhodesian teak, just in lines. Just we felt like something different, so we decided we want to do this. So I'm just going to quickly now round the corners nicely and sand it and see how this comes out. Let's do something different. I've here put my little 1/4-inch roundover bit in, and we'll just do a quick roundover on both sides of the little board. Let's get my height set. So I'm just going to take 120 grit sandpaper, just make sure all my radius is done properly, and then you'll do some fine sanding. I'm going to take the boards through the grits now, or this board through the grits. I'm going to start at a 120, then a 180. At 180 I'm going to stop and see if there's any little holes or imperfections I want to fill. Once that is done, I'll continue with 220 and then a 320 as a final before we put a finish onto it. So let's start sanding. I don't know if you can see the little, it's where the resin made bubbles. There's little holes. There and here. Sorry, my camera can't zoom very nicely. So what I do with them is I fill them with super glue. Just the little spots everywhere. I then spray it with activator to cure fast, and then we sand again just to make sure there's no cracks or anything in the wood, because we want people to serve their food on this. So there mustn't be place for any dirt to go into. So guys, what we are doing here, we're making for a friend of Coenraad's, we're making some knife boxes. The friend gave us some templates from paper and then also the original knives to do a final fit. We cut them out with a trim router. This specific one gets a knife as well as a full pen or fountain pen in. We make it from Oregon pine. We're going to laser some details on the lid and fit some hinges. So guys, while Coenraad is carving out the knife spots, I'm doing the hinges in the back and just recessing the hinges, and then after that we'll probably do some laser engraving. So guys, as a summary on the little knife boxes, Coenraad has finished cutting the knife, and this one, a specific one, is taking a fountain pen, and then we quickly lasered whatever the customer wants lasered on it. The other two is still busy. From here Coenraad is going to put felt on the inside and then hinges and varnish. Then another project is done. Hi guys, quick in between project. I'm just helping Henny, our CNC friend. He made these little jewelry organizers and I just lasered for him his logos on, put the two parts together, and I'm giving it a finish now for him. He needs this for a market that he's got on Saturday, so I'll have to finish this quite fast. I've put a drop cloth, a painter sheet on the workbench just to protect the bench. Got my air filtration running on high, front door and back door open for some ventilation, and of course my dust mask. This stuff really hangs in the air. Rust-Oleum polyurethane satin finish clear, that's what we're using for this, also supplied by Henny. It's a very expensive but very good polyurethane to use. So let's start varnishing. So guys, that's the second to last coat done. I'm going to give this now an hour or so to dry, then give it a final coat, then we're done with this. These drop sheets, I get them from the painter's place. The name of it is Bulldog. I buy them on 50 meter lengths and they're 4 meters wide by 50 meters long, so it's a load. And I use a roll like this in years. It really lasts long and it's really worth getting. It's sticky everywhere, so this would have been on the workbench. Really worth getting. Guys, end of another week. It was actually a very nice week and got some jobs done. As you will see in the video, we've done for Coenraad's friend 4 knife boxes that we quickly built and finished. He's gonna now put the felt and the varnish and everything on it and finalize it. I've done for another friend a little box that they put the corks in from the wine corks. It's gonna go down to Cape Town. That was just a quick job this morning that I quickly finished for a guy. I haven't recorded it because there was too many people in the workshop at that stage. The wedding box we didn't get too far with. Our friend Henny really did an amazing job with the CNC work. It came out very, very nice. I then poured the resin, and only after I poured it I noticed that the resin I bought was actually slow curing resin. So the resin is still sticky and I didn't get to clean it so that I can show you. So I'm going to leave it another 2 days before I can start assembling this box. But all the parts for this is done. The resin is done. Basically as soon as that is dry, we can assemble the box and start finishing it. Then one evening me and Coenraad were in the mood for something different, so we started making just some chopping boards, and we made one cheese board or serving board. Just for the fun of it, it's a board that I casted the voids with resin years ago, and it was lying in the wood pile now for so long, and then we just decided let's make something with it, and we made a serving tray out of it, and it came out amazing. It's the colors in this is very, very nice, and I just coated it with Rubio Monocoat Clear or natural, and that worked quite a charm. Then one of our old customer of ours contacted us. They want boxes that they put books in. It's an online college type of thing for the farmers community and or agriculture, and somebody built for them boxes that look like this, and they sent it to us and they said they're not very happy with the boxes and they want something a bit more upscale, something nicer that they can give to the Minister of Agriculture and the CEOs and whoever of this company. So me and Coenraad came up with this idea. We used red oak. We turned some spindles. This whole thing is still, nothing is glued. The back is lying around here somewhere. And they loved the idea and they placed the order for 20 of these that we must now build for them. So you'll see this is just a sample that we built as a idea of what to give them an idea of what we had in mind, and they loved the idea. So we're going to build, there's a little bit of a change we're going to make on it, on the final 20 that we're going to build. And yes, so you'll see more of this in the future coming. So guys, yes, it was a very nice week. It was a busy week, lots of small little jobs. I would have liked to add this assembled and start finishing by this weekend, but we didn't get that far, and the resin really changed those plans for us. So hopefully next week we'll get this together, finish the little boards, and start with this. We've got quite a few projects on the board now. We're going to build a little pistol case or pistol rack for a friend. There is, what's more, one of our old customers from Clarence, they want 30 serving boards that I still have to do. It's there on the board. The 40 of these we need to build. There's a little ring, what do you call it, a ring tray, ring thingy that they use in the church to carry the rings in, that we have to build. And we're also going to use or ask our friend Henny to do the CNC work on that for us. So yeah, there's lots of small projects coming up that we have to get out and get done, but it's fun, it's nice projects, and I'm actually looking forward to that. So guys, it was a nice week, it was a good week, nice and warm, and I'm happy. Me and my wife got our second injection today, so we are now Wi-Fi and Bluetooth upgraded, and just feel a bit safer, and I think I'll sleep easier. But anyway, it was a good week. I hope your week was as good as mine was, and we hope the week coming will be the best. So guys, stay healthy, stay safe, make some dust.